Have you ever caught yourself acting like a completely different person depending on where you are? Confident and witty online? Quiet and thoughtful in person? Maybe even playful or rebellious with close friends? That shifting sense of who you are, that's what postmodern sociologists call the fragmented self. It's at the heart of postmodern identity theory. In the modern world, thinkers like Anthony Giddens or Charles Taylor imagined identity as something we build, the story we tell about ourselves. But postmodern theorists like Stuart Hall, Zygmunt Bauman, and Judith Butler flip that idea on its head. They argue that identity isn't a single story, it's a collage. It's fluid, shifting, and constantly reconstructed through language, media, and culture. Stuart Hall said that in our global, media-saturated world, the old stable identities, class, nation, gender, have started to crumble. Instead, we're offered endless images and narratives to choose from. He called it the crisis of identity, not a disaster, but a transformation. We no longer have one solid self, anchored in tradition. We have multiple selves, each emerging in response to different social contexts. Zygmunt Bauman took this further with his idea of liquid modernity. He said, "Our identities today are as fluid as the world we live in, constantly reshaped by consumerism, technology, and the need to adapt." You're encouraged to reinvent yourself. New job, new profile, new version of you. But that freedom can feel exhausting. Because if identity is always in motion, when do we ever feel truly real? Think about social media. It's the perfect example of postmodern identity in action. You might curate one identity on Instagram, another on LinkedIn, and another in a private group chat. None of them are fake. They're all fragments of who you are in different spaces. Identity becomes less about finding your true self and more about navigating your many selves. Some critics, like Jürgen Habermas, worry that this fragmentation leads to confusion and loss of meaning. But postmodernists would say, maybe that's okay. Maybe meaning isn't something we find anymore. Maybe it's something we create again and again. So when you catch yourself changing, don't see it as being inconsistent. See it as being human in a postmodern world, adaptable, changeable, and ever-evolving. Identity isn't a fixed destination. It's a lifelong journey. We change for the better and aim for a better version of ourselves every day.